Welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that thinks that fake Christmas trees are way overpriced. Today, we're going to talk about a more budget option, something that you guys are familiar with, probably the Gerber Gator. And what's different about this one? Well, of course, it's wearing one of my sheaths. This is one of my customers sent this in for a sheath. So, of course, we're going to do a quick video really fast about my first impressions. But before we get to all that, let's pay some bills. Okay, we're back. So basically the Gerber Gator isn't really a knife that was on my radar. When I'm shopping for fixed blades, I'm generally, at least price point, I'm generally over $100 is where I'm looking. I kind of like those premium materials. And although there are many very good affordable options out there, see the Mora series. By the way, this is something I made for my sister. I'm going to make another video on this next. But there's a lot of inexpensive good blades out there. I generally don't look. Now, for folding knives, I get down about $50 sometimes with the Civivi line. Civivi? Am I saying that right? With the more budget lines and things like that. Especially a lot of that stuff coming out of China that's just a great value now. And you guys voted. You said that, by and large, most of you think that Chinese manufacturing is much better quality than it used to be. So, you guys said it, not me. So, there's that. Other than that, about the giveaway winner, we do have a winner for the Baton 3, the Olight Baton 3. I'm just going to say it at the end. How's that? So first, let's talk about the Gerber Gator. I didn't really mess with this knife. I just made this person a sheath. His name's John. He seems really cool. And since he was so cool, I actually made him something extra. Check this out. I don't know why I did this. I had extra time, that's why. So guys, don't expect this. I'm not going to do this for everybody. I don't usually have the time. But I made him this really sweet drop-down attachment that, he can use that actually goes like this. And it actually attaches like this, and then your combat loop comes up here, so now you can drop the knife down. So I just had some extra time. Every once in a while, I make some extra stuff if I have the time. Today, I do not. I have a bunch of orders. Thank you guys so much for ordering all the sheaths lately. And also, a lot of you guys have been a few of you guys have contacted me about sending in knives to help with the giveaways. And that's incredible. That's such a nice thing. I love that. Shout out to Josh Fields, and I'll list some other names when the knives arrive in the mail. But there's going to be a lot more giveaways, guys, and that's why I highly recommend you get on that subscribe star. It's $1. I'm just looking for a little support, really. Not really a handout, but more, I want to get a couple thousand people on there. And if there's a couple grand a month going into something, wouldn't that be amazing? Oof. Could use the extra scratch, I'll tell you that. But not only that, I would just dump most of it right back into the channel. I mean, we have our side incomes. I have my main income. I don't really need you guys in Subscribe Star to pay my bills. But if you want to sign up for the Subscribe Star, that's a different story. Then I'll reinvest your money back into the giveaways. It's $1 a month. Well, with this giveaway, the winner was the third name picked. The first one had already won recently. The second one was me, I guess. Don't count it. And then the third one didn't follow instructions. It's so sad. You actually won, but you didn't do what I asked in the video, which was stupid, admittedly. So we're going to do another giveaway in like 2 videos. I'll have much easier instructions, but in the future, you got to listen. If your boss says, hey, I want you to do X, Y, and Z in this way, and you just go and freestyle it, well, maybe some jobs you can get by with that. Not here at 5 Minute Knerfels. So here is the blade. We're just going to do a first impressions. It's about $50 on Knife Center. You can get these for. This is it's not a steal I'm very excited about, I'll tell you that. It's a 420 HC stainless. I haven't touched anything with 420 since I was a kid. Maybe that's me and my own biases, because this actually seems like a nice feel. It's got a nice feel in the hand, and it's blade long. So this knife is mostly blade. I mean, this whole thing is 6.6 ounces, so that's very, very light. It's got a 4-inch blade. Overall length is 8.86 inches. On Knife Center says the blade type is fine. I don't know what that means. Somebody educate me. What does fine blade mean? I don't know. But here's your shape. Classic shape. Classic grind. Not a hollow. Looks like a flat grind. Yeah. So it's actually very ergonomic and shaped nicely. And if you guys get a sheath off me, you're most likely going to be spending more in the sheath than you did on the Gerber, on the Gator here. But that being said, when you get these two together, ooh, it's a nice retention. And also, guys, you keep sending me these rubberized handle knives. Stop it. I'm going to start charging extra because it's so sketchy. I got to heat all this stuff up to get the retention right. And I had to be so careful not to injure John's knife, which I did not. Very proud of myself. But with these rubber handles, it's always sketchy. And if I'm in a hurry or something, I'm sure I could screw something up in the future. Actually, I messed up Lily's SRK rubber handle. Hit it with the heat gun. So anyway, this came out really nice. And then with this combat loop here, see, this is how you open them. With this combat loop, I really like it when knives balance. Oop, there it is. Does it balance? I thought it did. I guess not. Oh, it does a little tip-up action on you. There it is. I thought it balanced. But either way, it's a nice presentation and extremely lightweight. Even with the sheath, I mean, you're going to be under, I don't even know what, 11, 12 ounces total, this whole package. Not bad for a 4-inch blade. It's super lightweight. If you're deploying this knife for like light use, I'd say fine. The the 420 steel is probably going to dull as soon as you look at it. But that being said, very easy to put an edge back on. Not a steel I really mess with. This would be a great knife for like your light farm tasks would be nice. You know? Working on the farm. Cutting twine. I don't know. What would you guys use this knife for? John, if you're watching, let us know. What do you use this on the daily for? I can see it's got some light scratches here. Nothing bad, some light use. It's always interesting when you guys send in knives to see what you use them or how hard use they are. It does have sort of like a kind of a choil here. It's a little sketchy though. I mean, if you guys think that the SE4's choil is a little too small, you're not going to like that. But it does work if you're careful. And you can get, your thumb on this side and you can actually do some like really nice little work there. I actually think the handle is incredibly comfortable. Very comfortable in my large hands. Pretty good. So anyway, just first impressions. Would I recommend the Gerber Gator? No, I don't know. Not right now. Would I say it's a bad knife? No. And having made John's sheath, with this whole thing in the sheath, like this whole presentation, I actually really like the knife a lot. I think this would be a fine companion. So just because the handle is very comfortable, ergonomic, also a really good knife for the winter time. So, I always forget my gloves. I'm just Johnny Tough, and I'm out there without gloves. I'm like, damn, I wish I had my gloves. But if you ever forget your gloves, this handle in the wintertime is not going to bother you at all. And if you break it or chip it or screw it up, at $50 on Knife Center, you're not going to cry about it. If anything, John can go ahead and ruin many of these knives and just continue to utilize this sheath. Just buy the knives again. But other than that, I'd like to hear from John. Like, what's your impressions of this knife so far? I'm going to give this an inconclusive because it's just first impressions. I don't want you guys to think I'm recommending something that I don't know anything about. It feels nice in hand. It's incredibly light and lively. Look at it. It's just so fast. Nice. Very easy to carry. And with the sheath, just a very lightweight, nice system. I don't think it's a bad system. I just don't know about the blade performance. I haven't watched any reviews on this. But I figured I'd shoot this and get this back to John. So John, it's going out in the mail later today. So thanks a lot, bud, for the business. Anybody ordering sheaths online, let me know how the website's been treating you. I have like 1 million to make today, so I'm excited. Oh, and then giveaway winner, Nate Gaudier. Nate Gaudier. Actually, good friend of ours. He's, and just so you guys know, in my main gig, I'm actually an author and I write fiction. So that's why I don't really advertise that here. It's kind of, there's not really a lot of cross-pollination between, fiction readers and bushcrafters. But yeah, if you guys are into that sort of thing, that's cool. But Nate has been supporting that side of my business for a long time and then just kind of came over to 5-minute knives from there. So I have a lot of readers that read my books that are like, oh, you review gear as well. And it's like, yeah, I don't like to use the word review, but I talk about gear. This channel is a gear discussion channel. It's not a gear review channel. My opinions aren't conclusive. They're not the end all be all. You shouldn't listen to me before you buy something. However, how many times have you guys been burned on knives? 10 trillion. We all have. Because a lot of knives, you have to order them just to feel them. In many cases, a lot of us don't have big knife stores near us. Yeah. So anyway, congratulations to Nate. You're an awesome guy. If anybody's interested on the writing side of things, hit me up on Instagram. Guys, we need help on Instagram. Our Instagram sucks. I need you all to follow me on there. If you don't have an account, go make one. Homework assignment. And then Subscribestar, I'm keeping it at $1. And I don't know what the rewards are going to be. Maybe an extra video a week. But really what it's going to do is it's going to fund a lot more giveaways. I'd like to do a giveaway almost every video, if I can. Every other video would be nice to do a giveaway. What do you think? So, anyway, Gerber Gator. I don't know. It's a nice knife. I mean, the more I handle it, the cooler I am with it. I'm just stuck on that 420. So, somebody punked me down in the comments and let me know why that steel is just fine for this application and what you would use this knife for. Because I'm curious. I don't know how I deploy it. But it's not to say it's a bad knife. And no, I'm not just soft soaping my customer either. I actually say that this is decent in private. I really like the feel of the grip. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Appreciate you all. Congratulations to Nate. You're the man. And I was so happy to see your name come up. Like, you definitely deserve something. You know, I've been supporting a lot of my crap. Other than that, I'll see you guys on Instagrams. I hope you're having a good holiday season so far. Cold as hell where I am still. And other than that, we'll see you next week on 5 Minute Knives. No,